Question 31. Question 31 asks that which of the following cells help in maintaining the pressure gradient of sieve cells? Pressure gradient of sieve tube. Now you know that sieve tube is a one component of a phloem. Now along with sieve tube, one type of cells which are associated with them, they are known as companion cells. So these are the companion cells, and this are the sieve tube element, and they are sieve tube element having a sieve plate. At this point they have a sieve plate. Now what happens, this sieve tube are anucleated, means the nucleus is absent. So the pressure flow of this sieve tube is maintained by a nucleus of companion cell through the pits which are present between the common walls. So this companion cells, that is option C, become the correct answer. Next is question 32. Question 32 asks that stomata in grass leaf is stomata in grass leaf is. Now grass is monocot, and in monocot you will find a presence of dumbbell shaped stomata. So if dumbbell shaped stomata are there, so the option C become correct. But with respect to that, you should remember that in dicot there is a kidney shaped guard cell are present, but in monocot you will find dumbbell shaped guard cells in stomata. So in 32 question, option C is the correct answer. Next is question 33. It asks that multi-layered epidermis is found in. This is found in one plant, that is nerium, and nerium belong to a family that is known as Apocynaceae. So option A become the correct answer. Question 34. Question 34 asks that consider the following statement and select the correct from the above. Now option 1 is given as nerium has a sunken stomata. Nerium has sunken stomata in a leaf, which is an adaptive strategy in xerophytic plant for reducing the water loss during transpiration. Okay, so they have a sunken stomata and they reduce transpiration. So that is a correct statement because it is obvious xerophytic adaptation. Option second is cork is rich in lipid, which is a wax like called suberin. Yes, cork is made up of suberin, so it is also a correct. Option 3 is given as pinus leaf is evergreen due to the growth of apical meristem present at the base of the leaf. Now in pinus, the apical meristem cannot be present at the base of leaf. At the base of leaf you will find a presence of intercalary meristem. So this is the incorrect statement. So option A, that is 1 and 2, that become the correct answer. Next is question 35. Question 35 is a diagrammatic based question, and here the stomatal apparatus of dicot and monocot stomata is described. Now we have to select the correct labeling for A and B. Now for correct labeling for A and B become A is a subsidiary cell and B become guard cell. So now option D become correct answer for question number 35. Next is question number 36. 36 again a diagrammatic based question, and the question is identify the plants which possess the given type of guard cell, and this is the diagram of monocot leaf. So they have a dumbbell shaped guard cell, and dumbbell shaped guard cell is obvious found in case of which one? Monocot. So the option are given in A as banana, so obvious banana is a monocot. Option B is given lily, that is also monocot. Option C is given as grasses, that is option monocot. So option D, all of this. So it is the correct answer for the question number 36. Question 37. Question 37 is match the following, and if here match, we have to match a column 1 and column 2 with respect to the type of stomata. Now A is given in column 1, that is apple or mulberry type of stomata. Apple or mulberry type of stomata. Now apple and mulberry type of stomata are a particular hypostomatic stomata, so they are found on the lower surface. So first is given as found on lower surface, so it matches with the option 1. B is given as potato type. Now potato is a dicot, and we know that in dicot the stomata are more on lower surface. So second option is given as stomata are more on lower surface. Option C is given as oat type, and oat type are monocot. In monocot there is an equal number of stomata on both the surface. And D is given as potamogeton, and potamogeton type of stomata are vestigial, or whereas stomata are absent. So that is the fourth option. So according to this match, the option B become the correct answer. Question 38. Question 38 asks that cork cambium result in the formation of cork. Yes, cork cambium, that is also known as phallogen, and this phallogen result in formation of cork, and cork is from outside, which becomes impermeable to water due to the accumulation of, so we have discussed, due to the accumulation of suberin, this cork cell become dead. So option B is the correct answer. Question 39. Question 39 asks that plant having a little or no secondary growth. R. So you know that the secondary growth is absent in monocot. And if we go with the option, in option C, grasses is given, and grasses are monocot, whereas in option A you will find a conifers. So conifers is a dicot, that is a gymnosperm, gymnosperm. Option B is deciduous and geosperm, they cannot be a monocot. Option D is given as cycas are a gymnosperm. So no secondary growth can be observed only in case of the which one? Monocot, that is a grasses, dicot, and gymnosperm show the secondary growth. Next question 40. Question 40 asks that secondary xylem and phloem in dicot stem are produced by. Now secondary xylem and secondary phloem are produced by a dicot stem. So it is produced by obvious a cambium, and that cambium is known as vascular cambium, and this vascular cambium is formed by a it is formed by a fusion of intravascular vascular cambium and intervascular vascular cambium. So this is the thing which give rise to a correct answer, that is vascular cambium. Question 40. Next is question number 41. Question number 40 is asked that intervascular cambium developed from the cells of. Now intervascular vascular cambium is a cambium which is formed between vascular bundle. Means if we see, this is the vascular bundle, 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 and here cambium formed. That cambium is intra, but the cambium which is formed here, that cambium is known as intravascular vascular cambium because it is formed between the two vascular bundle. Now this is formed by a de-differentiation of medullary rays, formed by de-differentiation of medullary rays. So option D become correct answer, that is question 40. Question 42. Question 42 asks that what is the fate of primary xylem in dicot root? What is the fate of primary xylem in dicot root showing extensive secondary growth? Now what happens to primary xylem? So when secondary growth occurs, the vascular cambium is formed and it forms a secondary xylem to the inside and secondary phloem to the outside. So due to this, primary xylem come towards the center and it retained in the center of the axis. So option A become the correct answer, that is question 42. Next is question 43. Question 43 asks that anomalous secondary growth is found in. Now anomalous means abnormal, and abnormal secondary growth is occur when a series of cambia arise outside the oldest phloem, and this thing observed in yucca, dracena and yellow type of plant. So option D, all of this become correct answer. Question 44. Question 44 asks that it is a diagrammatic based question, and they ask that in diagram of lenticell, identify the pair correctly defined indicated as ABCD. So here you have to select directly, so it is given, you compare it. A is given as phylum, B is given as complementary cells. Complementary cells are loosely arranged. C is given as phallogen. It is a cork cambium. Phallum is a cork. And D is given as phallodum. That is secondary cortex. So option A become correct answer. Question 45. Question 45 asks that consider the following statement about vascular cambium ring in secondary xylem. Vascular cambium ring in secondary growth, and select the incorrect statement. So first statement is given as in vascular bundle the cambium present in between the primary xylem and primary phloem is called interfascicular vasculum. We remember between primary xylem and primary phloem there is a presence of intrafascicular vascular cambium. Intra, not inter. So this becomes the incorrect statement. Option 2 is given as statement 2 is given as along with interfascicular vascular cambium, some medullary rays get become active and forming intrafascicular cambium. So it is incorrect. Medullary rays become active and form interfascicular vascular cambium, not intra. Okay, so option 2 is incorrect. Option 3 is given as both interfascicular and intravascular join together and form a vascular cambium ring. Yes, it is correct. Vascular cambium ring is formed by a fusion of both intra and intravascular cambium. Intra is present within the vascular bundle, inter is present between the vascular bundle. So option 3 is correct. So we have to select the incorrect. So option A, 1 and 2 are incorrect. That is the correct answer.